Alright, hey, welcome to this video. I'm going to be showing you today how some building tactics I use that put me ahead quite a lot when playing on Sky Wars and Egg Wars on CubeCraft. First tactic, I'd say this is the easiest one, but there's only one downside. You need to have 2 blocks below you, and you need to be basically 2 blocks in front and below you, a general shape like these. Say if it's on an island and it stretches out 2 blocks. It doesn't have to be 2 blocks, it can be more than 2, but you need at least 2, I'd recommend. And if you look just in front of just at the bottom of just at the front, you know, the part closest to you on the block in front, you place and then start moving forward after placing the block. It will build automatically. You can just hold down the button. So once again, look just near the start of it, hold down and just walk. It might take a couple minutes practicing, but I promise you it will take no longer than a couple minutes to learn. And this is a really cool tactic because you can run and jump as well. And you can just keep building. Obviously, when I'd recommend like practicing, just walk. Because this works if you start and run as well, so you can place a block, run straight off the bat. But you know, for those who are practicing, I'd recommend just walking and just holding down the button. I'm not sure if this works on mobile, but yeah. Xbox it'll be LT, holding down LT. PC it'll be holding down right click. PS4 it's L1 or L2. I'm really not sure. I've not really played much PS4. But yeah, fairly easy tactic. Shouldn't take long to learn. You can just pretty much watch my movements to learn how to do it. Alright, the next one is a little more difficult, but it's more in a situation where you'll be on a bridge and you can't really access the blocks below. And what you do in a scenario like that is you can build sorry about that. Build like this, where you look right almost directly down at the block in front of you, and you can run and jump. But the only problem with this is you have to start it off by standing still and then walking and moving into walking afterwards. So standing still, walk, and then as soon as you place that second block, you can start running. So yeah, just watch closely. By the way, it won't work if you can see right now. There's no box around the block below me. You see that little black block box? It's not very clear. It'll be more clear with something like this. Yeah, that little black box around it. It sort of blends in with the background. Let's take some yellow concrete instead. Yeah, you see the little block. Anyway, you know what I'm on about. If I walk too far forward, you don't see that black box around it anymore. So you want to make sure that black box is still there. And then you need to stand right near the front, place where it looks to be directly below. Then you can run and jump, and you can go for a long time. The only problem is if there is an obstruction in ahead, something like another bridge in the way, and you're doing that building tactic, you can't. The bridge just stops you building altogether. I don't know why, but it does. So you'd need to stop on the bridge and then start building again, and you'll be fine. Let's try that again. There. By the way, these building tactics are also quite useful in creative mode. Say when you want to build something sideways, it's not really a tactic. It's not, but it's yeah, it's not a tactic. The building I'm showing you, the building I'm mentioning in creative mode. I'm just saying you can build like this, which you wouldn't usually be able to do in other versions of Minecraft. This is linked into the building tactic we use though, because it opens up it as soon as you can place things faster pretty much. As soon as you look at a new block, you can place things almost instantly. There's no waiting time. So that also helps. That's also very useful for creative mode. The way blocks link together. I don't know if they're linking together or what when you're building, but yeah. Anyway, third tactic is if you want to build backwards. I'm not really sure which cases you want to do this in, and as long as you know how to do this forward building with the block below like that, um, this building backwards one should be fairly easy because it's similar but just going backwards. Obviously, you don't need 2 blocks below for this one. So you just build and just start going backwards. I'm not sure if it works when you run backwards because I know you can run backwards on here like that. I'm running backwards. I don't think it's possible because you can't do it while I was running backwards because uh, you have to do it well. You have to start building while standing still, and you can't stop your movement, which makes it impossible to do while running backwards. By the way, if you don't know how to run backwards, I don't know if you can do it on Xbox One and PS4 and mobile. I know you can on PC though because you'd hold down Shift or whatever button it is to run, then go forward and backwards. And sometimes it doesn't work first try, but you got to do it properly quick. I just say hold down Shift, and it's fairly easy to get. Sadly, when you're running backwards, when you just jump slowly. Alright, and I don't really think I've got many more tactics. I've just got one left, and this is mostly just for mobile and PC players, and it is a spam clicker, or not a spam clicker, but an auto clicker. This may be a little unfair for people like Xbox users who can't do this, because well they can't do it. Sort of puts me an advantage to them. Yeah, I've got an auto clicker, like a macro on my mouse that builds a block or tries to place a block or right click every 10 milliseconds. So I can. It's similar to this building tactic here. Not that one because that's not a building tactic. I fell off. This one here, but instead I don't have to start off walking, I guess, and it's a lot easier. I can just go straight into it. I'm running away from somebody, and I can just go straight into it without needing to stop or anything. So it's very useful. But it's up to you whether you think that's fair or not. I try to use it as minimal as possible because it is. I sort of say it's unfair, but people can always use a building tactic like this, so it doesn't put me at a huge advantage. It doesn't put me at some like huge advantage. Obviously, it sort of does because not many people know about these building tactics, but yeah. Also, if you're being chased by anybody, an auto click is also useful just to build. It burns your blocks away, but you can just shake them off like that. Sometimes I might struggle to keep up with the parkour. That's how you auto build parkour maps. Anyway, I don't think I've got too much else to say. I'm just gonna thank you for watching and see ya.